It is Monday, and that means a new You Don't Need That Shit, where we need to talk about releases, announcements, sneak peeks, things that I may or may not have bought, things that you may or may not want to buy. It's just in general about all the new upcoming makeup. And you know, today that I'm filming this, it is August 24th, and we are starting with the Christmas releases. Exciting! I just was yesterday at IKEA, and well, a lot of the Halloween decor I wanted to have, they don't have, sadly, but I then ordered all that decor online. They do have a cushion cover, and it has like bat wings, and oh, I got that. I'm very excited. And I have the doormat where you just stomp your feet on when you get in, and it's one with bats and with spooky things. And I'm not big into Halloween, but I think this year I will put out a pumpkin outside. And the new, okay, not to do with makeup, but the new Ninja Luxe Cafe, the new cafe thing, will come to Germany in September. September 5th is the date, apparently. And I can't wait to get myself that coffee machine, and then I will do like latte things and with spices and stuff, and I can't wait. And you see, I'm excited. So before we head into the releases, of course, lip of the day, it is this one, the new Chanel Rouge Allure liquid lipstick in the shade 236 Ensorcelant or something like that. I googled it, but French is not my strength, so sorry to all French speakers that I now butchered this name. And I like it. Such a pretty color. I don't know if I would wear this in the office like that. No clue. Maybe not. But it is a liquid lipstick that dries down completely matte, but it dries down so nice, and it is so thin. It applies a bit like a water stain, but it feels not like a water stain, that I might need to get more of these. Some of the neutral colors, maybe. I don't know. Very, very pretty. Really enjoy this. And the first one, we already talked last week about this, and I inserted the picture, but here it is. This is the new Nomad Fuji 5 Lakes palette, and here it is. Y'all, by the time you see the video, I have filmed my 3 looks, and you will see all 3 looks next Tuesday. So not tomorrow. It will go up September, I think it's September 3rd or September 4th, something like that, because I do not have time to push it in or to like pressure it in. But let me spoiler you, it is a fantastic palette. It is chef's kiss. Absolutely beautiful. Will this knock off Ghost Town of the current throne of my favorite Nomad palette now that I just recently uploaded my ranking? I don't know. It takes a bit more using, but it's insanely good. Nomad, you did a fantastic job with this. I highly recommend getting this palette because it's so pretty. Victoria Beckham Beauty brought out a new concealer, and it's one of those clicky pans that we all know from 2015-16, the YSL Touche Claw, that only comes with 2 or 2.5 milliliters, and this one does too. And from what I've seen, this costs $75 or euro, but it's over 70. And I am a luxe girl. I don't mind spending much money on shit. I truly don't. I don't mind spending 150 euro on a freaking Chanel Supplément foundation. But I mind spending 75 euro on a concealer, when it then only comes with 2 or 3 milliliters. I do have a concealer in that price range. The Supplément concealer from Chanel is 100 euro, yes, but it comes with 10 grams. It's 5 times the amount, basically. Honestly, I don't really see it. I don't really know what the purpose is of this product, because I also saw the side-by-sides of this, like unconcealed, concealed, and it's like those models, first of all, have perfect skin, second of all, look insanely filtered, and number 3, there was like no difference. There were bashing posts on Reddit, and I was like, yeah, I agree on this. This is just such weird marketing. I don't understand it. And as much as I like a lot of Victoria Beckham beauty products, I was so close buying more of her smoke breaks. I actually decided to not buy this. No, no, thank you. Oh, Natasha, Natasha. Why do you think that we need a warm palette in times where cool tones are in? This is the new I Need a Warm palette. And I was really in between chairs, whether or not I want to waste the money on this and get this and compare it to the Golden and to other Natasha Denona palettes. I ended up ordering it. Not gonna lie. I ordered it just today that I'm filming this video, so it hasn't arrived yet, and I plan on doing the looks next week or so. I don't know if this was a mistake. At the end, the reason why I ordered it was actually because I was DM'd that they would love to see a comparison with Golden, they would love to see if it looks good, and we are heading into fall. I am definitely, while I still love my cool tones, look at my eyes, I am craving a bit of warm tones too. Yes, 100%. But did we need a warm? I don't know. And the thing just is, when there is a content creator that is just raving about the most basic shits all the fucking time, I can't believe them. And when there is another content creator that is reviewing like 200 products a month, and they are saying that this is the best palette from Natasha Denona ever or something like that, I can't believe them too. So there is this childlike discovery mode now. I want to explore it myself. I need to see it myself. I also ask you on Instagram in my stories what you think about this, so let me read your answers. The first one, boring. All new shades apparently and 2 new formulas, so I'm willing to try. Is it really new shades? I have this kind of deja vu moment, and I think Mellow is not a new shade. But I don't want to check it out now. I will do once I have the palette. Then, well, isn't this random? Hell yeah. Surprised it didn't leak. We'll talk about that in a second. Yawn. Then ZZZ, you know, the sleeping thing. Boring. I definitely don't need a warm palette. About as revolutionary as a new Pat McGrath pink palette. I love how sassy y'all are. I need her to stop thinking that everything she releases is innovative and highly anticipated. Definitely, yeah, that's a good point. I hope it's less boring than Golden. One of the reasons why I also got this. I like the Golden palette, I'm not gonna lie here, but it's too mid. The I Need a Warm looks like a more saturated version, so maybe that's better. Then we have some clown emojis. Waiting to see the swatches, but I feel like we already have such colors in the Golden and I Need a Nude. Interesting. Definitely good potential for comparisons. Certain I don't need it, but still, yes. Aside the black one, everything is warm in her palettes, yes. Nothing new, I guess. A sleeping emoji, pass. Their last launches are so similar, quite boring and repetitive. I don't need a warm, but I do love her shimmers, so I get if they are pretty. I skipped gold, I have the OG, but this looks interesting. Hope she'll do a cool palette next. I also got some messages saying that they hope that she will do a I Need a Cool palette, and honestly, I'm all in for that. That is my wish too, so an I Need a Cool could be a good thing. Are you sure it didn't leak? Because it did. It did leak 2 weeks ago, but it was very quickly deleted. And it was leaked by a fairly new profile. I think she was called Diet Makeup 2 or something. And the problem with that was she posted that leak and it was a photo of someone holding that palette in her hand, but no name was shown, but actually something similar looking like that. I remember that mellow shade in the first row in the center, but that profile then Then they all of a sudden posted another apparent leak that had all rose and green palettes. Super weird color story. It looked so freaking photoshopped. And they were claiming that this is her Christmas release. So the first one is the fall release, then Christmas. And that one was very, very quick identified as fake. That girl, the profile is gone. I don't know if she got finally restricted or something, because she was also one of those profiles who posted the Charlotte Tilbury palette launch, the new Beautyverse palette, and apparently she got a strike by Charlotte Tilbury while other profiles still have it up. I don't know if that's true, can't say anything about that, but all other posts that I also saved from her are gone. So the profile is not there anymore, I don't have it. There were some other very questionable posts from Huda releases. For example, a very, very small baked powder with pigments, like a pink pigment, a purple pigment that is supposed to be mixed into your normal powder. And I commented saying, hey, can you please tell me the source of this post or of this leak? Because honestly, it looks a bit fake since there is still the old logo on it. But I also saw it on Reddit, so I don't know if it's really fake, but the profile answered me, yeah, that is from the Sephora website. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I don't know. I don't want to say that that person did it for clout. I'm just saying that she did the ND one for clout for sure, because she very quick realized how viral you can go when you post a fake or like a leaked Natasha Denona palette. So that palette got leaked, yes, but it was actually a bit overshadowed because that same profile leaked a fake palette then. So both posts were taken down fairly quick, and because that second leak was a fake, a lot of people then assumed that that first palette that was the I Need a Warm was a fake too. But here we are now, it did leak, sorry. And I get the point of boringness, but I also... they look nice, honestly. They look nice. Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I'm dehydrated, so let me grab my new Stanley cup. Moving on to Mech Cosmetics. I'm so sorry. This is the new Studio Radiance 24-hour Luminous Lift Concealer. I picked NC10 because MAC itself said pick the concealer to your foundation, but they run darker. And I just saw in the comments here on Trendmood, someone was commenting, I can confirm they all run darker than your MAC Fix Plus foundation, or like a MAC Fix Studio Fix foundation. And now I'm a bit sad and I might order NC5 too, because I want to have a brightening concealer of that too. I'm wearing it today together with the Dior stick foundation, and against that stick foundation, that concealer actually looks like yellow paint. Let me show you that here. So it is darker. Yes, it is very, very yellow. I don't like it that much, but I don't think that I have a like yellow cast on the eyes. Not at all, since I do also color correct. But for example, to now just compare it here with the Studio Fix Radiance foundation, the foundation is definitely lighter. That's very confusing, so I probably will pick up NC5 of this. It's currently just available on Beauty Bay for Europeans, and if you live outside Europe and Beauty Bay ships to you, probably too. And there is a like chart here on what concealer shade you are supposed to use, and it says when you want to have like one-on-one, so not brightening, then you should match NC10 to your foundation. If you want to have brightening, it's NC5. And sadly, NC5 is out of stock on Beauty Bay. Of course, that shade is out of stock, so I have to look out for it, because although this is just first application today, I like the way this looks. I like the way it feels. It is not too brightening. It doesn't look crusty, dry or anything. I set it with a brightening powder to just counteract a bit of the yellows. So if I would set this with a pink powder, I can also counteract and bright, so that's completely fine. It looks good. It looks like a very good MAC concealer, and so far from one use it's fine, but I will keep on testing it, of course, for you. Benefit dropped their holiday 2024 gift sets and palettes. And everything is kind of inspired by food. So we have, for example, the souped up beauty tier 2 beauty set, looking crisp full face beauty kit, peace, loves and pores beauty set. Oh my god, it's all food related. The packaging looks insanely cute, not gonna lie, but the thing just is, Benefit is always catching you with the packaging, but the quality is not good. It is just not. And that weird face and eye palette, what the fuck is this? This looks really, really weird. They also already announced their advent calendar for $164. What the fuck? I like the packaging, not gonna lie. I think everything is so on point. It looks so freaking cool, but Benefit is such a letdown. Years ago, I probably would have been tempted by one of the cheek palettes that has Hula, Willa, and a new limited edition cherry shade, but I just know myself. I know that I hate Hula. I know that I'm not a fan of Benefit blushes, so I can skip that and you can too. What I will not skip. Let me tell you that straight away. I will not ask you for your opinion. I will not ask questions. I will just tell you that I will buy this new shit from Makeup by Mario. This is the new Surreal Skin Setting Collection. It comes with a soft blur setting powder for $38 and seven shades. Yeah, 7 shades. Then there is a setting spray and a puff. The puff I can skip, but I will definitely get a powder and a setting spray. The powder shades are very, very confusing for me. First of all, it says weightless formula with both skin tone enhancing and brightening tones to build in soft layers, controls shine without making skin look or feel dry for blurred natural finish. It's non-comedogenic and non-cakey without photo flashback. Yes, but 7 shades. And then we have this range. What the actual fuck? And the difference, just let alone the difference between the first one that is called Fair Pink and the second one, Neutral Light, makes me really, really question which one is for me, because I don't have a pink undertone overall, but I feel like Neutral Light is going to be too dark for me. Then we have this straight up orange. I'm confused by the shades, honestly, but I mean, if you use it on the under eyes, fine. But if you want to use it on the whole face, maybe too pink. I think I will get Fair Pink and that setting spray. But I think the shades are a tad bit weird. There should have been at least, I don't know, 5 or 6 more. Talking about shades, Tier brought out 10 new shades of the red cushion foundation. We now have, for example, a 10C, so a much lighter cool tone, 13W, and up to a 74N. In total, there are now 40 shades. I myself am wearing the shade 13N, Fair Ivory, and I really like this foundation. I really, really like it. As you might can tell, I threw away the puff. I don't like that. What I do is I dab with the finger on the cushion and then tap it on my face. I think it's an insanely good foundation that, well, exceptions can always happen, but that one went viral for a good reason. I don't know what this 72 hour thing is, because no one is wearing their foundation for 3 days. What's going on here? But I agree, it is very, very long lasting and good. And last but not least, we have the new Vizy Yard iconic Neutral Mattes that got a new updated packaging. I have the OG neutral mattes right somewhere here behind me because like that, they sent me this one as PR. I don't know if I will get the new revamped one, but the packaging is really cool. It's now one of those paperback packages that have that you can basically fold and use as a palette to stand up and shit. Since this is the 2-gram version, they are a bit more expensive. I think it's like 75 euros, something like that. But if you want to get this new version, this anniversary one, you can save 10% with my code ELLA10 because I'm now finally affiliated with Vizy Yard. Formula wise, it is the same amazing formula as in this one. As per usual, there are of course more releases, but these were the ones that got my interest. If you want to hear my opinion on like a certain product release, then do not forget to tag me on Instagram, then I can save it and talk about it here in the video. So what's your opinion on all of that? Let me please know down below. Is there anything you want to buy or you maybe have bought already like I did? I was a very nasty girl this last week, but it is how it is. If you do not have an opinion on all these products, but you still want to push the algorithm, comment Viseart. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next one.